What's been on our stylist radar? Let's call one of our experts to find out. Hey Emilia.
Hi Layla.
So what's been on your radar recently?
Well, first off, it's certainly workplace catchphrases. Just this past month, while doing research for reports on workplace culture, I've come across terms like doom jobbing. So this is doom scrolling, but for job listings. So think when you get to page 21 of LinkedIn job postings. There's job dropping. So that's leaving a high pressure role for an easier one, refusing a promotion, just like anything that really downgrades your working life. There's quiet cracking and job hugging. So think staying in a role that you really don't like because the hiring situation is so dire out there. And there's also one-person companies. Now this is a slightly more optimistic term from China that's used to describe solo entrepreneurs who are building businesses with AI. But I think what's so interesting about these terms is not so much their durability, but what they really say about the current state of work and how precarious it feels for everybody. It's not just people who are searching for jobs who feel like it's a really bad situation out there right now, but also people with full-time jobs. And a lot of this is being influenced by AI, of course. Next, I've also been looking at social media bans for under 16s, which are really going global. So just last month, we heard that the UK is announcing its intention to restrict social media for under 16s from 2027. They're joining Australia as well as Indonesia and Brazil. Meanwhile, plenty of other countries are either debating bans or thinking of instituting them in the coming years. And I think what's so interesting about this is really what it says about our overall social media sentiment. And it's really reaching fever pitch this year. I mean, we saw back in January with everyone working their phones. And while I'm skeptical about any immediate benefits from bans like this, I mean, we've seen with Australia that young people really continue to access social media uninterrupted. It's really interesting to what it might say for young people who don't yet have access to social media and don't yet have accounts. So really thinking about these younger Gen Alphas or even Gen Beta, what is youth culture, social media, internet culture going to look like when they're older? So this is one to watch more in a longer generational timeline rather than what's going to happen next fall. Lastly, I've also been looking at health trackers, which continue to get more nimble and more niche. There's really now a wearable for seemingly every well-being concern you can name. But I think what my favorite thing about this trend isn't necessarily the niche concerns that we're looking at, but it's really about how discreet these wearables are getting. So we are moving away from the Apple Watch screen on your wrist and even like the clunky Oura Ring profile to really noticeable to things that are completely under the radar. So a great example of this is this brand Emilia, which makes a smart earring back that tracks blood flow for general health insights. And what's so interesting, it's not a smart earring, so you don't have to buy a specific earring. It's an earring back, so you can wear with any post earring. Really, really blends into someone's outfit. Pretty similarly, we also saw the 90 Gem, which is a smart necklace, a pretty attractive one, no screen, that monitors UV exposure to help manage the impact it has on skin aging. There's an app on your phone where you look at all the insights, no screens anywhere on your body. And I think that's really the direction that we're seeing some of these health wearables going. We described this pretty in-depth in our recent report, Wellness Tech Brands to Now.